Hey everyone, welcome back. In tonight's video, we're diving into new leaks straight from Skipton, including that insane night shoot with a wizard literally on a roof. Then we'll talk about the Hogwarts Express being spotted again, and a mysterious new cast member fans think could be Mrs. Figg. We'll dig into the on-set mess, protests, security lockdowns, even drug-sniffing dogs. Later, I'll tell you about the insane Audible audiobook cast. And finally, Tom Felton's big return as Draco Malfoy on Broadway. Hit that like button if you love keeping up with this madness, and let's get into it. Okay, so filming came back to Skipton, and this time, it happened at night. We're talking cranes, drones, light rigs that made the whole neighborhood glow like daylight, and a stuntman perched on a chimney waving a wand like he was defending Hogwarts from an air raid. Residents said it looked like a full-on duel. But this was no random local cosplay. It was a proper HBO shoot for the first season of the new Harry Potter series. The street involved, Westmoreland Street, was completely locked down. Production letters delivered to residents listed the project as Brown Cat, which, yes, is the fake working title everyone now knows is The Potter Show. Filming ran from 2 p.m. until nearly midnight on both Tuesday and Wednesday. And if you were anywhere nearby, you couldn't miss it. One local, Joseph Desi, actually filmed the moment that's now blowing up online. A shadowy figure standing on the chimney, wand raised, shouting, "Yay!" before someone off camera yelled, "Reset, stunt ready." According to Joseph, they did some shots Monday evening and drone filming Tuesday afternoon, followed by the one I took pictures of. The whole street was covered by gear and cables. From the looks of it, these were stunt double scenes. Crew told residents no main actors were present, which makes sense. They were probably shooting wide action or magical FX plates. But here's the wild part. The stuntman wasn't just standing there, he was actually casting. Locals said they saw him gesture with the wand, turn to face a camera rig, and then throw both arms up like he'd just blasted a spell. So we've basically seen the first filmed magic of the HBO series. A wizard casting on a Yorkshire rooftop. Let that sink in. The setup itself was insane. A huge light crane hovered above the street, flooding everything in cold blue light, probably to simulate moonlight. Crew vans filled nearby parking lots. Residents said Coach Street Car Park was packed with production trucks. Cables ran through doorways. At one point, drones buzzed above the rooftops, possibly to capture those sweeping cinematic shots HBO loves. Locals described the atmosphere as exciting but surreal. One cafe owner told the BBC it was like the town suddenly belonged in another world. And honestly, that's not far off. Imagine your quiet neighborhood suddenly turning into Privet Drive. Now, why Skipton? It turns out the production has been hopping all over England, London, Devon, Cornwall. And Skipton gives them that perfect old British town look without digital editing. Some residents even said parts of the town had been aged by the art department. Fake weathering on bricks, period cars parked outside, and street signs temporarily swapped out to match the 1980s setting of Philosopher's Stone. And it's not all cozy movie magic. Locals were basically trapped during filming. According to The Sun, people had to sign in just to reach their front doors, escorted by crew members through checkpoints. If staff were busy, residents had to wait until someone was available. 2 nights of filming, and they got no compensation. So, to sum it up, Skipton became ground zero for this production's chaos. A town turned into a film set, locals half imprisoned in their own homes, and a wizard literally on a chimney in the middle of the night. If that doesn't scream, the new era of Potter has begun, I don't know what does. And seriously, if you're enjoying this deep dive, hit that like button. It helps this channel fight the YouTube algorithm beast. Now, onto something a little more nostalgic and a bit mysterious. The Hogwarts Express itself has been spotted again, and not just in storage. The legendary locomotive Whitewick Hall has just wrapped filming for the new HBO series and is now being loaned out for Halloween events. The red paint, the iconic design, it's instantly recognizable, even though it can't legally be branded as the Hogwarts Express offset. The engine filmed its latest scenes at Windsor Estate in Berkshire before returning to the Buckinghamshire Railway Centre. According to the team there, the money HBO paid to rent it has been a lifeline for preserving the train. As General Manager Steve Green said, "It will get a future and it will be available for generations to come." Now, what about this Rachel Wooding situation? Brand new set photos from Skipton showed her in full costume, and fans have gone crazy speculating that she's playing Mrs. Arabella Figg, the cat-loving squib from Order of the Phoenix who kept an eye on young Harry in Little Whinging. Wooding was seen wearing a long, old-fashioned coat in a neighborhood that looked very Muggle. And that fits perfectly with Mrs. Figg's vibe. The "I'm just your weird neighbor with too many cats but secretly part of the Order" energy. HBO hasn't confirmed it, of course, but between the outfit and the location, it feels almost certain. And honestly, Rachel Wooding as Mrs. Figg just works. She's got the right tone, the right age, and the right kind of charm. Plus, if they're filming Little Whinging scenes already, it means they're deep into Philosopher's Stone storylines, the Dursleys, the letters, and that first chapter magic we all know by heart. Okay, this part's darker. The production hasn't just been making headlines for leaks and casting. It's been battling serious issues behind the scenes. Let's start with the protests. A few days ago, filming in Skipton was interrupted by trans rights activists who turned up with signs reading "Say no to transphobia." Reports say they even tried setting off fireworks to disrupt filming, reacting to J.K. Rowling's public comments on gender identity. According to The Sun, this isn't the first time the teams had problems. Security had already been ramped up after someone allegedly broke into the Diagon Alley set at Leavesden Studios. Now, locals in Skipton are saying they can't even get to their homes without being escorted by staff and signing a register. One insider put it bluntly, "This has been a massive headache for the creators. Security has now been boosted as a result of what's happened, but also what is expected to happen." And it's not just the protests. A separate report claims HBO hired sniffer dogs for drug searches at the studio. Apparently, some workers were suspected of bringing in Class A drugs like cocaine. Dogs are now stationed at the studio entrances every morning between 7 and 8 a.m., though, according to one insider, some people now arrive earlier to avoid them. So, yeah, not exactly the image you'd expect from a wholesome fantasy series, right? It's like Hogwarts meets Breaking Bad behind the scenes. All this is adding up to one thing: chaos. Between leaks, protests, and drug scares, this production seems cursed in more ways than one. All right, switching gears from chaos to something genuinely magical. The new Harry Potter full-cast audiobooks are sounding like the biggest Wizarding World production since the films themselves. Pottermore Publishing and Audible teamed up to create what they're calling Harry Potter, the full-cast audio editions. And this isn't your average audiobook where one guy reads everything. We're talking cinematic sound design, over 200 actors, and 2,000 hours of studio recording time. Basically, it's the movie version of an audiobook. Let's start with the cast, because it's ridiculous in the best way possible. Bill Nighy is back in the Wizarding World, but not as Minister Scrimgeour. This time, he's playing Professor Slughorn. He even joked in his statement, "I was pleased to be asked to play the professor after having already played a minister for magic. Is it possible that I'm the only actor who can claim that achievement?" That's some serious career bingo right there. Hugh Laurie is stepping in as Dumbledore, perfect mix of gravitas and sarcasm. Matthew Macfadyen, fresh off Succession, is Lord Voldemort. Imagine that smooth, terrifying delivery. Riz Ahmed is Professor Snape. Yeah, that's real. One of the best voice actors in the game doing Snape. Michelle Gomez brings back her Scottish fire as McGonagall. Kit Harington as Lockhart, Keira Knightley as Umbridge, Ruth Wilson as Bellatrix Lestrange, Iwan Rheon from Game of Thrones as Lupin, James McAvoy as Mad-Eye Moody, Simon Pegg as Arthur Weasley, and even Mark Addy as Hagrid. It's like someone went, "Let's cast every British icon we can find," and actually did it. Narration is handled by Cush Jumbo, who keeps the story flowing between dialogue scenes. Each book has unique background audio, footsteps echoing through Hogwarts halls, spells zipping through the air, crowd noise in the Quidditch stands. They recorded Walla, the background chatter, with groups of young actors, even bringing in the new HBO cast for some of those sessions. Which brings us to the new trio: Frankie Treadaway as Harry, Max Lester as Ron, and Arabella Stanton as Hermione. You might recognize that last name. Arabella Stanton is also playing Hermione in the HBO series. So this kid is pulling double duty, voice and live action. She told the Associated Press, "I can't say much because they've cast a Mimble-Wimble tongue-tying spell on me. But I've just started filming, and it's great at the moment." That's a level of meta only Potter could pull off. The same actress literally being Hermione in both universes at once. For the later books, an older trio takes over: Jackson Knopf, Reese Mulligan, and Nina Barker Francis. And there's a ton of supporting talent. Anna Maxwell Martin as Rita Skeeter, Mackenzie Crook as Creature, Stephen Mangan as Nearly Headless Nick, and Tracy Ann Oberman as Madam Hooch. Even David Holmes, who used to be Daniel Radcliffe's stunt double in the movies, is voicing Stan Shunpike, the night bus conductor. He said, "Being a part of this is very much full circle for me, considering I was the Harry stunt double inside the night bus." Tickets, please. Talk about poetic casting. The production schedule is also ambitious. Philosopher's Stone drops November 4th, 2025. Chamber of Secrets follows in December, then Prisoner of Azkaban in January 2026, and so on. One release per month, ending with Deathly Hallows in May 2026. Each one is fully unabridged, meaning nothing's cut, and they're designed to complement the classic Stephen Fry and Jim Dale versions, not replace them. What's cool is how the team approached the direction. Instead of one narrator trying to be every character, they recorded separate performances and layered them in post, almost like a radio drama, but with Hollywood-level mixing. Background Foley, like footsteps, rustling robes, or spell effects, was captured live in studio sessions. For example, when Hermione turns the time turner, you'll hear the ticking gears pan around your headphones in 3D audio. And apparently, there's real chemistry between the young cast members. In interviews, they said they snack on chocolate nonstop in the studio. When asked about their favorite parts, they talked about recording battle scenes, shouting spells, and even doing grunts and oohs to make it sound cinematic. It's both adorable and impressive that kids this young are already part of something this huge. Honestly, between the HBO series and this audiobook project, Warner and Pottermore are clearly trying to rebuild the wizarding world from the ground up. New visuals and new sounds. If you want to relive the magic but with fresh voices, this is it. And look, I've listened to enough audiobooks to say this. If Hugh Laurie is your Dumbledore and Riz Ahmed is your Snape, that's worth a pre-order right there. Quick break. If you're still watching, drop a like so this video hits more feeds. And tell me in the comments, which audiobook casting shocked you the most? Tom Felton is officially returning as Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, but this time on Broadway. Starting November 11th, Felton's taking over the stage for a 26-week run at the Lyric Theater in New York. It's the first time he's played Draco since 2011, and also the first time any actor from the original movies has joined the stage version. People magazine got exclusive photos from rehearsals, and Felton looks locked in. He even said, "I just never saw myself having blonde hair again and reprising that role." Now as a dad, Draco has a son. So yes, it is an old character, but in a very new set of circumstances. He's referring to Scorpius Malfoy, his son, in the play. And Felton's been seen rehearsing with Aidan Close, who plays Scorpius. He also revealed that Daniel Radcliffe's been giving him Broadway advice. My old school chum, Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, has done quite a bit of Broadway, so he's holding my hand and helping me through it. It's honestly poetic. The guy who played the school bully is now playing the protective dad, full circle. And who knows? Maybe this stage return is his warm-up before a possible Cursed Child movie adaptation someday. Chris Columbus, who directed the first two Potter films, literally said, "A version of Cursed Child with Dan, Rupert, and Emma at the right age. It's cinematic bliss." We'll see. For now, it's just nice to see Felton back in the wizarding world again. So yeah, leaks, trains, protests, chaos, and comebacks. The wizarding world's been busy lately. If you're still here, you're clearly as addicted to this reboot drama as I am. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because every week there's something new, and you better believe we're going to talk about it. Until next time, peace.